A blessed afternoon to each and every one of us, my fellow teachers. Before anything else, I would like to share to you a quotation. Says, the most valuable resource that all teachers have is each other. Without collaboration, our growth is limited to our own perspectives, according to Robert Chan Lechan. So therefore, the next topic is actually Module 3B, Learning Resources. But always remember, we are the most valuable. Alright, in Lesson 1, Learning Resource Maps for Distance Learning, this lesson will give you the map of learning resources needed for the implementation of the different distance learning subcategories. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to: number 1, assess the LR needs and concerns in your school. 2, discuss and reflect on these needs and concerns. Next, gather possible solutions to resolve these LR needs and concerns. Key topics, concepts: distance learning, learning resources, LR maps, subcategories of DL. Resources required are the following: learning resources, LR map, and study notebook, which is you have already. Next slide. In your activity 1, the DepEd memorandum suggested strategies in implementing LDMs for school year 2020-2021, included in the Learning Resources or LR map as a guide in selecting the appropriate distance LDM to be implemented in schools divisions. Study this map and answer the following questions in your study notebook. So, first question is, based on the map, what resources should you have in order to implement the LDM adopted by your school division? So, your answer could be modular, online, it depends, or whatever you are implementing. Next, number 2, do you have the complete resources for the distance LDM needed in class? If the LRs are not complete or not available, what steps will you take to make this available? What are your options to substitute these missing LRs? So it depends with your own experience as a teacher, of course. Okay, next, number 3. What support will you need to maximize the use of the 2 DepEd sanctioned LR portals? From whom can you get this support? Of course, we have the 2 LR portals, which is the DepEd Commons and the LR portal. So, from where we could get, of course, in our school level, we have our ICT coordinator, Sir Dennis Labuta, and to the division, we have Ma'am Carmela Torres. Okay, next. Based on your evaluation of the materials as they appropriate to the level and characteristics of learners, are there learners who might be disadvantaged by the materials based on reading ability, level of learning independence, level of household support, or distance? What adjustments will you make in terms of the LRs? So you are going to answer those questions from 1 to 4 in activity 1. So in your notebook, of course, study notebook. So if you're going to proceed with activity 2, so I will just giving you the activities. So later you are going to answer those. But okay, so activity 2, in your lock session, okay, so we already know about the lock session in the module 1, okay, the learning action cell, learning delivery modalities. Okay, so we already discussed from module 1 the LAC, and module 2 the MELCs, the most essential learning competencies, while module 3A is on designing instruction in the different learning delivery modalities. And now we're on module 3B, the learning resources. In your LAT, again, session, share and discuss your answers from the previous activity. What support can you provide to your colleagues, and what support can you get from them in terms of LRs? Take note of the insights that you can gather from your colleagues and write them in your study notebook. Okay, of course, this one is during your LAC session. Okay, but you can share that the next week. So let us proceed to the next. The lesson 2 is on assessing learning resources from DepEd portals. So in activity 1, LRDMS portal, okay, ensure that you have, of course, LDRMS account, portal account. If you don't have, of course, you ask assistance from our ICT coordinator. If you have not registered yet, follow the LR portal user guide to guide you in your registration process. Alternatively, seek assistance from any of your colleagues or the IT personnel in your school, which is Sir Dennis Labutap, district or division. You may also coordinate with your LAC leader or coach. As mentioned, our LAC leader is Sir Rodel Rosales. Okay? And as your LAC coach is your group, the MT assigned to you. To understand the portal better, you may watch LR portal video tutorial located in the resources. Okay, so we are going to play the video, or I will just give you the link on the LR portal later. DepEd Commons. Okay, so in this lesson you will walk through the LR portals hosted by Department of Education, namely the Learning Resource Management and Development System, or LRMDS portal and DepEd Commons. Likewise, you will explore other LR portals online. So, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to establish access to various LR portals, discuss the challenges in utilizing DepEd sanctioned LR portals such as LRMDS and DepEd Commons, determine the support systems available to you as a teacher in the use of LR portals. So, are we using the LR portals? I think not all of us, or some are using. Okay, perhaps due to connection, access. Okay, key topics, concerns, DepEd Commons, learning resources, LR portal, LRMDS. Materials needed are the following: LR portal user guide, access and registration, memorandum on DepEd Commons, study notebook, and LR portal video tutorial. In our activity 1, establish access to the following portals. So in number 1, LRMDS portal, ensure that you have an LRMDS portal account. So may I know if everyone have an account? Okay, if not, okay, you will ask assistance. If you don't have registered yet, so you just follow the LR portal. I mentioned already earlier that you will coordinate with our LAC leader or our coach. Okay, so you just follow and watch the LR portal video tutorial located later. We'll just mention it. DepEd Commons number 2. Ensure that you have access to DepEd Commons. Refer to the memorandum on DepEd Commons dated March 17, 2020. Next, explore the portals. Okay, in your study notebook, answer the following questions. Given the LDM adopted in your school, how can the two DepEd portals respond to your LR needs and those of your learners? How do they complement the LRs that you already have? Okay, so how to complement? Okay, so next question. What are the challenges in assessing the LRs in the portals both for you and your learners? How will you overcome these challenges? Okay, so very challenging nowadays, of course, using learning resources. Of course, due to the learning distance modalities. Next, question number 3. What support will you need to be able to maximize the use of LR portals? From whom can you get this support? Okay, I think that we already mentioned that earlier. Okay, activity 2. In your next LAC session, share and discuss your answers to the questions in activity 1. Explore how can you help and support each other in using the LR portals. Jot down the insight and helpful information regarding the use of the LR portals in your study notebook. Okay, so congratulations, good job that you're done with your lesson 2, and let's move on and proceed to the lesson 3. Lesson 3. Assessing the LR or Learning Resources Materials. Now that you are familiar with the LR portals and the resources that are available for you and your learners, while the resources may be undergone a quality assurance process, you may still need to assess LRs in terms of relevance to the lesson, to your lesson, and to your learners as well. In this module, you will be introduced to some steps that you can take to ensure the relevance and usefulness of each LR, as well as other issues that can come with the learning resource. The objectives here, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to: number 1, assess the quality of LR materials from both DepEd and non-DepEd portals using LR Rapid Assessment Tool. 2. Discuss the insights and realizations about these LRs. 3. Select and improve quality assured LRs that are appropriate for your teaching learning needs. The key concepts here is learning resources, learning assessment tool, and quality assurance. Materials needed, LR Rapid Assessment Tool, and of course, walang kamatayang study notebook. Activity 1. Study the LR Rapid Assessment Tool. Download an LR from either DepEd Commons or LRMDS portal and assess the material using the tool. Answer the following questions in your study notebook. 1. Was the material able to meet all the requirements? Yes or no? 2. Were there any questions in the assessment tool where you answered no or cannot be determined? What decisions will you make on the LR material? Why? 3. Are there other aspects of material not covered by the tool but still need to be assessed? Specify which aspect. 4. How does this exercise help you in picking the right appropriate LRs for your lesson and your learners? Activity number 2. Okay. Explore other non-DepEd LR portals or platforms you can find online. So take note of the portals in your study notebook. Download at least one LR each portal. Assess the materials using the same tool and answer the following questions in your study notebook. Based on the assessment tool, how does the material from the non-DepEd portal compared with the LR from the DepEd portal? Based on the results of the assessment tool, what improvements do the materials both from DepEd and non-DepEd portals still need? How does this exercise help you in picking the right and appropriate LRs for your lesson and your learners? So you are going to download at least one. Okay? Could be depends. Of course, from a reliable source. Okay. So let's have one sample, Scholastic Swan. Number 3 activity, choose one of the LR materials that you have developed. Assess this material using the same tool. Answer the following questions in your study notebook. 1. How does your material compare with the ones that are obtained from the online portals. 2. What improvements do you still need to make in your developed material? So you are going also to assess your own material that you have made. A teacher-made material, it's activities at LAS or LAS, learning activity sheets, right? Or sometimes we made our own modules. Alright, so you are going to assess your own using our tool, assessment tool. Activity 4. Share and discuss your answers to the questions. Activities 1, 2, and 3 in your next locked session. Jot down insights and informations that can be used to you in choosing the appropriate LRs. Submit your LR assessment with your reflection on the exercises to your lock leader. Ensure that you keep your copy for yourself. So with this, you are going to jot down and you just discuss that in your next lock session schedule. So that's your assignment. Alright, so congratulations, and you are done with the module 3B. You may proceed to the next module. Thank you for listening, and mabuhay. DepEd sulong edukalidad. DepEd tayo. Thank you so much and God bless you all.